Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Tennessee Titans and the Washington Commanders. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. That's complete to Treylon Burks. Room here to run. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Wentz bringing the Commanders out for 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about... Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. They'll go play action. Howell. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
This defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
He'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now they go play action with Howell. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Phillips. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
79 on second and very short, Willis. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Titans go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out, and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that's reestablished some confidence in him to run this offense.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
On first down, Howell. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Gibson again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down and 4, Willis over the middle into the hands of Burks. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Willis on 3rd and 1. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. First and 10, it's Willis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Airing it out deep for Woods. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Bullock's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Powell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Thomas brings it in, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Powell down to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
2nd down and goal. Powell, this to McLaurin out on the left side. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Sly able to put this one through. And that will tie things at 17 all. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. Willis now off play action. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility. He just keeps it and runs again.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job controlling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. It's Howell. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll run with Gibson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Faking the handoff, Howell. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Gibson will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. This will go to Henry out wide. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Willis looks to pass it here. Right side complete. That's Woods. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And Willis keeping it himself on the option. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down. Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock, too. Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's Willis.
And this is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Howell.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders.
At their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Howell to throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 67 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guy.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks in no small part to the play of their quarterback, and that's Sam Howell.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Commanders,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a care, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game.